Hey everybody, Rhoody here, and I thought it was time for a console port update. Let's test Classic, let's test Wrath of the Lich King, let's test Retail, and let's make sure that console port is still working properly. I've had a lot of questions, there's been a lot of issues, it seems like some people are having some unsolvable things, so let's just take a look at console port again. I'm going to update it to the latest update. We're going to go in and do that. So let's get my World of Warcraft hat on and get to work here. We're going to go in. We're going to go in to our CurseForge. I don't know why I took it off the desktop. But we're going to go into our CurseForge and we're going to take a look at these updates. Now it looks like today is August 9th, 2023, Wednesday. So it's after Tuesday. Okay, so in Retail Auctionator, let's look at this console port. So 10.1.5. This is the version we have right now. Okay. So 10.1.5, actually 2.6.13 zip. This came out on the 22nd. That's a little bit after some of our problem versions. So first things first, Retail. Okay, this is what you should have. Classic, everything's up to date. Let's look at Classic. 2.6.13. This is the 22nd, same date. Okay, Classic, everything's up to date. Make sure, number one, make sure you're having these versions. This is the only version I have on Wrath of the Lich King. And this is up to date. So it looks like on July 22nd, they pushed an update for all three versions. For Retail, for Classic, for Wrath Classic. So we shouldn't have any problems, right? Knock on wood. Let me start WoW. Let's get this fired up. So, Dragonflight Retail, here we go, everyone. Let's do it. Hopefully I fixed the sound issue. The sound should be more normalized. I'm hearing it. Yep. Alright, perfect. Feel like that's a good level. Let's go on the mage, because guess what? I have a full vault. So we'll go in, we'll test it. I didn't do anything with the add-ons. It didn't ask me to leave it or anything. I did stream from my mage a couple days ago. So I already tested this technically. I streamed from it. I ran it. I ran into one little error, was when I changed my talent points. I had like a UI error. But other than that, okay, everything's working. Retail, let's check the menu. Let's look at, let's say, Group Finder. Everything's loading. I'm going back, I'm looking at character info. Everything's loading. All the menus, all the functionality. I'm not seeing any errors. The UI scale's a little off because I think I switched it over to 4K, but this is actually very surprisingly good quality for actually going through the HDMI thing and then having that audio split. But all the audio is now synced up properly. It's actually pretty nice. Great. So we're gonna take that. Alright, so I'm pleased to say Retail is fine. If something's wrong in your functionality or whatever, go into this. Okay, if one of your buttons is off, if your jump is off, make sure this control mode is either set to auto or gamepad. I was keeping it in gamepad. Auto is a little bit more like you're gonna get the mouse like on tap if you set up a bind like I have, but put it on gamepad. Right, here's number one. I'm running at 1080p 60 hertz. I'm gonna keep it like this for a while just because I'm going through a capture card. Normally I'm at 120 Hertz, so don't get it twisted. But for functionality's sake, keep it on gamepad. If you're just playing on the ROG Ally, keep it on gamepad. Okay, keep everything on gamepad like that. It's just a lot better. It's 100% better. I don't know what this quest is. The Catalyst Bones. What is this? Seems interesting. What week is it? But yeah, I'm looking real good. Looking real fresh. What's the World Quest week? Is there any cool... Okay, there's a cool brawl. Is there any time walkings? Let me see. No time walkings. Okay. If there was a time walking, I'd be like, okay, maybe I'm interested. Oh, I recovered an item. Look at that. Wrists. Let's just go and make sure that all the spell functionality is there. I actually ran Wayfinder last week with no, I guess they changed Frost Mage, so I had like off talent points. Now it should be a lot better. Let's just test. Let's just test some of the casting and other functionalities here. It looks good to me. I have to say, everything's working. You know what I didn't see? I didn't see ice block in this, up in this shiz. Did they remove that? Is that a talent now? Or what? Does every mage get everything? I thought every mage got ice block. It looks like it's gone. Like I'm about to say, like, holy shit, ice block is gone. This is not cool. All right. So retail's running fine. If you're having a problem in retail, check it. Check everything, load everything over. If you have to, delete all of your custom components. If you really want to get it to work, try a complete fresh install. It should at least add a few skills to the bar. You should automatically have jump. It should be A spacebar's jump and WoW, like always. You should always have this. Check it. Press the little triangle button for the command center. Make sure you're in gamepad mode. You know, just make sure of that. Cause guess what? If I put this over now to desktop, guess what's gonna happen? I'm not gonna be able to control as much. Okay? I'm gonna hit A and it's gonna give me the chat window, okay? So just be vigilant. It should automatically update like that, so if you're hitting A and you're getting the chat window, it's not in gamepad. Make sure it's in gamepad. Alright, let's test Wrath of the Lich King. So far so good. Classic. Beautiful. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. Let's test Wrath of the Lich King. It's been a little while. I only just kind of created a character in Wrath of the Lich King because honestly, in my WoW career, Wrath of the Lich King was very plentiful. My guild was the first US guild to do the tribute and all that, so I accomplished tons of shit in Wrath, and I just didn't feel the need to go back. Same thing with the Classic and BC. Like those three kind of like big Classic, TBC, and Wrath. Those were like my most celebrated like memories in World of Warcraft. Alright. Wrath of the Lich King. Functionality looks good here, I'm gonna say. Like, everything's working, the modifiers are working. Mounting is working. Skeletal Warhorse, we're back up there. Let's test some of this other functionality. Let's make sure the menus work, right? This is a big one. Big thing. Character. Everything in the character pane works. Can we go back into controls? Everything in this menu works. So far so good. This is really good. Everything should work. Same thing. Make sure you're in gamepad, in the control mode. I'm an assassination rogue over here. Everything's working. Everything's working. Bags work. Menus work. Everything works. I'm not getting any kind of errors. Is there a group finder? This works, yeah. Queuing up. All the queues work. So, Wrath of the Lich King, it works. Everything should work. If you're not having that functionality, something's wrong. Classic. Let's go to actual World of Warcraft Classic. Probably something I may go back to when they do the official hardcore servers. But for now we're just casual like a couple hours per month dabbler. Dibble dabble, scribble scrabble. Elwyn Forest. Should we do this? Let's just do this. Let's check out the human rogue. I believe I should be at the inn. Yes. Okay, excellent. Okay, hardcore is blocking my mail. Everything looks smooth. Everything looks crisp. Jump works. Stealth works. Bag works. Do we have menu functionality? Yes, we do. Character info. Everything works. Let's look at the control menu options. This whole UI is working. Everything works. It is functional. With the latest 7.22 update, as long as you're up to date on 7.22, make sure all your ads are up to date. Make sure the console port add-on is from that date. I'm not seeing any problems. Okay, the cameras are working, functionality is good. If you're having any problems, make sure you go back to default. When you set everything up, like right from the get-go here, you can always go back to the screen and do the start prompt and pick this device and do this, and you go okay. Okay, you go okay. Okay. Make sure that you do that. Continue on after that. Make sure all this is okay. This should be standard. This is the way it comes. Standard. All this. All this is standard. Don't change any of this stuff. Just go to your Xbox controller. Make sure that Xbox controller is selected. And just go through that. Use that. This is what the ROG Ally operates off the Xbox control scheme. So keep that in mind. Alright, well everyone, I hope you enjoyed this update video. Everything is running perfect. If you are into World of Warcraft, if you love the game, you want to be portable with it, semi-portable, you know, and run it to the best of its abilities, I'm thinking this is probably the best experience. You're not going to get a better screen right now. This is a good update for console port, so if there's any questions, let me know. I'm sure we could figure out some of your issues if you're having any. I can't speak to. I know a couple of people have had camera issues, but I'm gonna say make sure the controller's right. Go in here to controls, back over here to the main start screen. Start, right? Device. Make sure this Xbox box is on and okay. Alright, that's gonna lose all the defaults for console port, and you're gonna be fine. Okay? And this is exactly what I'm doing. Like this guild, waiting for the official hardcore. Yes. Yes, exactly waiting. Yes, waiting. Okay, enough fun stuff. I hope you guys are enjoying your ROG allies. We're gonna be doing some hardcore testing this next week, and be prepared for the real dirt. And when I say dirt, I mean dirt. We're gonna be in the shit with it, and I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be my final test, the final test of the ROG ally, just to see how good it's gonna perform in unfavorable circumstances. So thank you everyone. I hope I helped you out with your console port. You shouldn't be having any problems. If you're having any problems, something big, something in the config is wrong. Just go to default. If you really want this, and I mean truly want this, wipe your fucking settings. Wipe everything. Wipe the LUIs, all your binds. Go from a fresh install just into console port. And if it's still not working after that, I don't know. Something you have globally is off the chain. But I'm your pal Rhoody. Thank you. Remember to look good, feel good, perform well. Like, subscribe, follow. I'll continue to do these updates, and if I can really help somebody out, I'll actually make a specific video to help out. I'll do the best I can, because I love World of Warcraft, playing it mobily. I love it on a handheld. I think it's amazing. I think it's perfect in this control scheme. I love console port. Hopefully in a position someday where I can donate to console port, because this mod has literally been like awesome for over a year now. Over a year. So thank you everybody. Have a great time and enjoy your ROG allies or Steam Decks. I'm sure it'll also work on the Steam Deck. So thank you everybody. Remember, look good, feel good, and perform well.